Greetings to you, my friend. At the time of this recording, you are probably on an airplane flying far, far away back to your hometown. And I felt it in my spirit to record this and also to do it in this capacity, this form, which just means instead of texting you or calling you or recording something and somehow getting a large file to you directly, I chose to record it and then post it to YouTube so that you could see it easily, so that you could see it multiple times, but also so that if somebody else who somehow could benefit from hearing this conversation that I'm having with you might be able to benefit from it, they'll have the ability to do that, and who knows, maybe even share it with somebody else. So you know who you are because we just met a few days ago in San Francisco, California, even though it seems as if we've known each other at least many years, if not our entire lives. Let's just say that the universe crossed our paths and we were attentive enough, in vibration enough to recognize each other and have a conversation and, go pretty deep in a very short period of time. Here's what I want to remind you of, because I can see people who are in the early stages of their journey, of their personal development, and I can see the glimpses of recognition and realization that they're on the right path. But I also have seen in the past for others that when they go back to their, let's just say, normal situation, they get distracted by life and distracted by challenges and distracted by previous doubts, and they forget what they learned during, or remembered, most importantly, because you already knew everything I'm going to share with you. They forget what they know. And I have a few messages for you, a few reminders, a few bullet points on what I want to remind you of, but also just document, because as I share with you, these conversations that I have with you and conversations that I have with others are more for me than they are for you. Because as I said, everyone's going through something, everyone has their own challenges, and I just have a different perspective. Been on this planet 30 plus years, longer than you have. I've seen a few more things. I've been a few places, and here's what you know. And I know that you know this because we had a conversation and you either said them or you acknowledged them. You know that you are in complete control of how you feel emotionally, regardless of the surroundings, regardless of what who says or doesn't say or does or doesn't do. Doesn't matter what anybody in this world, including me, says or does. Doesn't matter what you may go through. You are in 100% complete control of how you feel emotionally, because feeling good and being positive and feeling happy is a skill. And it's a skill by definition. It's a skill by definition, because anything, by definition, that you can learn, that you can improve, that you can potentially master, by definition is a skill. And obviously there are things that one can do, that you can do, that we can do to make yourself happy and to be happier. And even there are people out there, and I'm nowhere near mastery, but there are people out there who have literally mastered the skill, the ability of being happy. So being happy is a skill. And now that you realize that, you, from your own words, will invest a significant portion of your days to do the things necessary to improve your ability to be in control of how you feel. And you'll do that through the words that you speak. You will take an extra beat, an extra thought before you speak something into existence, before you reinforce a situation that may have been going on, because you understand that words are powerful. You understand that you feel the emotions that you speak. You understand that something that happened in the past, good or bad, is in the past, and you have zero control over changing it. The only thing that you can change is your perspective on that situation and how you will use it to move forward in the future, to improve and strengthen your life and to empower others. So you understand that happiness and positivity are skills, and that you've taken it upon yourself to go down the journey to become a master of happiness. You also know that caring for others is who you are. You have a passion for people. You have a gentle spirit. You care about others. That's a good thing. That is who you are. That is part of your gift. That's why you were put on this planet. And that's why you will positively impact so many people. You already have, but you'll do it even more. So many people all over the world. Now, while you have a passion for people and you care so much about people, you must develop even more so the ability to detach yourself emotionally from whether or not those people will allow you to help them. I made a statement to you yesterday and it surprised you. I could tell you literally were almost speechless for a minute when I told you that the people who you care about the most will not be the ones you'll be able to help the most. And I probably shouldn't have said that because I was speaking a potentially negative situation in existence. I was more speaking from history on how things normally happen. And why is that? Why is it that the people who you care about the most, the people who you love the most, the people who know you the most, closest family members, maybe their parents, maybe their siblings, maybe their relatives, maybe your closest, most lifelong friends, possibly, and looking back historically, probably will not allow you to help them. Why is that? I don't know. Don't take that class, as Jim Rohn would say. Don't get in that line to try to figure things out. It is the way it is. So you care about people, but you don't care whether or not they will allow you to help them. That enables you to help the most people that is humanly possible. So words are powerful. Continue to care about people. Detach yourself emotionally from whether or not those people will allow you to help them. Now, it's still your responsibility to make the connection. It's still your responsibility to care. It's still your responsibility for a certain degree, not a lot, to understand where that person is and where they want to go and to offer your help. But it's not your place to decide who will accept your offer of help. The other thing you realized is, once again, the power of your words. That you feel the emotions that you speak. When you took me on a virtual tour of your future condominium and how it looked and how it felt, and your kitchen and your bathtub and the view and the street and all those things, it was amazing how you were just lighting up because you were literally living in your future. And you felt good, you had this positive energy about you. And then you said, this is all what you said, then you said that you knew that somehow, some way, someday, it would happen, that you would have that manifestation of this desire that you have. And you also said that you were willing to do the work as long as is necessary, as hard as is necessary to make it happen. And then I helped you realize that when you have a clear vision on where you want to go, what you want to do, and you have the 100% commitment to do the work necessary to achieve that goal, then it is done. You can take a deep breath and you can relax and you can enjoy the journey. Now, I'm not sure if I said this or not, but that doesn't mean it's going to be easy. That doesn't mean that you're not going to have to work a lot and that it's going to be probably harder and you have to make more sacrifices and it's going to take longer than it should or than you want it to be. But it's going to happen. And when you are here and you know you're going there and you know that you're going to arrive at your destination, may not know when, may not know how, may not know with whom, but you know you're going to arrive at your destination eventually, then you can relax and enjoy the journey. My reminder to you, my friend, my brother, is enjoy the journey. We also discussed about the difference of perspectives on life. And you can have this different people have the exact same circumstances going around them, seemingly looking at the same things and have a completely different perspective on what those things mean and how life is. And your perspective is unique, which means no one, even somebody seemingly in the same vibration as you, no one will have the same perspective as you, the same mindset as you, because everybody's different. So you have to understand that you have different perspectives and understand that only individuals can choose what perspective they will have and they will choose to continue on. And it's just to understand their perspective and see if there is a match. And if there's a match, then good things can happen. If there's not a match, knocking your head against the wall, trying to convince them or change them or even help them is not worthy of your time because they are not in receiving mode and what you are giving will not be received. So why give it? The other thing you realize that there were things that you were doing in the past. Listen to my words carefully. I am choosing them carefully. There are things that you used to do in the past that you will no longer do that did not serve you. The way that you allowed your emotions to not help you. The words that you said, most importantly to yourself, but also to others. And it's not about the things that you say to yourself or to others. It's the questions that you ask. So here are some questions I recommend. This is just what's helped me and I've seen has helped others. Here are a few questions that you could consider asking yourself. First and foremost, how do I feel? And if the answer is anything less than you want it to be, the next question really should be, what have I been saying to myself? What words have I been speaking? What words have I been hearing? What environment and people have I been exposing myself to? Because if your feeling is not where you want it to be, you've acknowledged that what that means is your words, your images, your emotions have not been serving you. So change. The words that you speak are empowering. The words that you speak are positive. The words that you speak reinforce where you want to go and how you want to help others. So questions you could ask yourself are, how am I feeling? Is what I am doing empowering to myself and to others? How does that serve me? How did that thought serve me? How did that action serve me? Would it help if I took a breath and didn't say the thought that came into my head right away? So I'm not going to go down a rabbit hole too deeply, but I really wanted to remind you of a few things that I either taught you or more importantly reminded you of. You are a visual person. You are a spiritual person. You are a person who has been in time, in perfect tune, in perfect frequency of your positive vibration. And you remember now the power of words, especially yours, the power of the images that you see. You will utilize the technology that you were so good at using to help others. You're going to use those to help yourself by creating folders of pictures that just make you smile. Folders of pictures that put you back into that perfect vibration. Pictures of the places that you're going, the things that you'll have, the experiences that you'll share, the people who you love, and the people who you will help. And you'll create those folders on your phone, on your computer, print them out, have them everywhere, everywhere, everywhere. Positive words, positive images, positive emotions, because they will remind you and put you in the perfect vibration so that you can continue on this journey to where you were meant to go. It's a beautiful thing. You'll use things like YouTube, not just to allow the universe to connect you with that perfect video at the perfect time, but also to create those folders and those playlists so that you can access them on demand and share them when appropriate, and not just have that one-time experience and have to rely in your memory on what that experience of watching and hearing that video did for you. Now you will, from now on, be able to capture those videos in the folders like I showed you how to do. That's it for now, my friend. I have no idea if we will ever be in the same place at the same time again. It's possible, it's probable. But even if it's not, know that I love you as a brother. Know that I believe in you. Know that I know a few things just because of my perspective, because of what I can see in you that you have not allowed yourself to see yourself, that I can tell where you're going and how strong you are and how powerful you are and how good you are and how amazing you are and how confident you are and how successful you are. And enjoy the journey. I look forward to talking with you. And I'll go ahead and say this for the record. We definitely have a friendship. And the friendship that I will give to you, the friendship that I offer you, is simply this: unconditional friendship. Now, our relationship also has, let's say, some of a coaching aspect to it, maybe even a mentorship aspect to it. And there are, and you'll believe this, I don't need to say believe it or not, there are a lot of people who reach out to me and who I do help in this capacity. And as your friend, I will reach out to you often, probably more than you reach out to me. I will think about you more than you probably will imagine. As your coach, potentially, as your quote-unquote mentor, it is not my responsibility to reach out to you to offer your help, because you already know the type of help that I can give you. You already know how you feel when we interact. And as your friend, I will reach out to you unconditionally. As your coach, I must patiently wait for you to reach out to me to say, hey, I have a question, or hey, here's what's going on, what's your perspective. I must wait for you to reach out to me, because there are so many people who not only benefit from my help, but who want and request my help, that I have to help those who want my help the most. So I send you all of my love. I send you all of my belief and all of my confidence, because it's overflowing, it's abundant. And I know that you are destined for greatness, and that you will pay this forward, and that you will positively impact the lives of countless people all over the world. And I thank you for allowing me to be part of that journey. So you take care. God bless.